So, everybody, we are going to talk about aphrodisiacs. So, an aphrodisiac is something that is believed to increase a food item that is believed to increase your desire for sex or improve your sex life, one way or the other. So there are 5 different categories, and the first one we're going to talk about are things that are phallic or yonic. So, does everybody know what phallic means? Yes, it looks like a penis. Exactly, things that look like a penis, okay? Don't be afraid to say the word. The word is penis. It doesn't look like something that looks like something. It's a penis. So, how did these things become aphrodisiacs? Well, once upon a time, there was a king, and this king had this big empire. So, of course, he wanted to get married, have children, and then pass the empire down to his children to be like a big, famous guy. So, after getting married, time goes by, and he does not have any children yet. So, he calls together the court, and he tells them what's going on, and they're like, "Your Highness, I'm sure that it's definitely your wife's fault. So if I were you, I would get rid of her, like divorce her, banish her, kill her, whatever you gotta do." So the king starts thinking about this, and he goes, "Oh my God, this is like way too much drama. It's really not gonna fix anything." So he tells them what's up. He's like, "Guys, here's the situation. I am having a little issue in the erection situation." So of course, everybody's thinking, "Oh, this poor king, oh my God, I wish we could just give him some Viagra and he'd take the little blue pill and he'd be fixed." Well, of course there is no Viagra back then. And everybody, not for nothing, until Viagra was invented, people have always been trying to invent Viagra. So back in the day, what they did, they thought, well, we have to help him, we have to do something. So they went into the garden, and they were looking to make a little concoction, put a little this, put a little that, and some kind of, concoction to fix him. So as they're walking around the garden, they come across the asparagus. And they're looking at it, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's erect, it grows erect. It's hard. It has a little head on it. This is exactly what we want the king's penis to be like." So they thought, well, maybe if he eats a bunch of this, it'll work. And also, Mom always said, you are what you eat. So let's have the king eat a whole bunch of asparagus. Now, what other kinds of phallic-looking foods do you think they might have prescribed? Cucumber. Yes, definitely the cucumber. Banana. Totally banana. What about the eggplant? Okay, so the eggplant. Yeah. Cindy, I know we all wanted eggplant, but I'm pretty sure that might be a little too ambitious, okay? But I'll let the Japanese one slide, okay? Something a little more manageable. What else? Okay, there's a couple things. They're very similar. One's green, one's yellow. Zucchini and squash, yes. And that is pretty much all of them. Now, they prescribed all these phallic-looking things to the king. The king was very excited by this, and so he was eating them all up, okay? And you guys, it totally worked, okay? He got the queen pregnant, and they had a baby, and then the story spread through the kingdom. It was like Us Weekly, like, "King gets it up thanks to asparagus." So everybody that heard this story, they completely bought it. They thought 100% this has got to be true. I mean, this is the king. We can see they have a child now. Like, this is legit, and this is really going to work. And people who were having issues were like, "All right, this is going to fix it." And other people who weren't even having any issues were thinking, "Oh my God, all of these things are going to make me like the biggest lover, like the most rockin' lover in the whole kingdom." And so everybody got on board and tried all these phallic-looking foods. Now, the reality is that nothing in the asparagus is going to get anybody's dick hard, but it was mind over matter. Just like today, we're still giving out placebos to cure people's afflictions. So that was the beginning. And it also began the conversation of foods as like a sensual, like erotic experience. People started fantasizing over that woman eating the banana and thinking about food in a different way. So that is how phallic-looking foods became aphrodisiacs. Now, we also have foods that are yonic. What do you think yonic means? Not the opposite. What is the opposite? Okay, the opposite is it looks like a vagina. Yes, a vagina. So, there's an Indian goddess. Her name is Yoni. She is the goddess of pleasure. And Yoni is a vagina. So to get a little visual, she's basically a woman like this in the middle of a vagina. So if you Googled her. Now, she is the goddess of pleasure. So if you want something pleasurable, you would bless the goddess of pleasure. And because she looks like a vagina, all other things, foods that look like vaginas, are also considered aphrodisiacs and to increase your pleasure. So you guys think about it, they're mainly all seafood. Okay, so we have oysters, clams, and mussels totally do. Now, there's one thing out there that you might not know or think of, but it's an herb. It's a green herb, and it definitely looks like a vagina. So the bottom part kind of grows like this, but the very top leaves, if you turn them like this, definitely looks like a vagina. And that is basil. So, again, these kind of foods that look like a vagina are considered aphrodisiacs and will help increase your pleasure, blessed by the goddess Yoni.